Hi, Todd Park, CTO of HHS. We're here at the Mobile Health Summit. You just talked about Text4Baby. What's the big news there?
Text4Baby just committed to 1 million moms enrolled by 2012. So all the coalition partners, including the U.S. government, are signed up to do that in all kinds of powerful ways, and very, very excited about how we can help moms and babies through this work.
Now, that's not the only bit of news or discussion for today. Another CTO that you know well, Nish Chopra, talked a little bit. What's going on there?
Text4Baby?
Text4Baby and some of the challenges,
Yeah, so there's a major new private sponsorship of Text4Baby. U.S. government actually has created a new Text4Health task force that is focused on how to turbocharge enrollment in it, how to promote it, and how to clone it in areas like smoking cessation and healthy kids. We're investing heavily in evaluation of it through HHS, and which is looking at principally underserved communities, and the DoD, Department of Defense, which is looking at the military families. And so it's kind of an all-hands-on-deck moment where forces are mobilizing on behalf of moms and babies.
To shift the conversation beyond moms and babies, who are very important to us.
Yes, extremely important.
You have both of them. Last time I checked, the discussion around health data is one that you've been as involved in as anyone I know because of what you're doing at HHS to open up health data, try to make it more like weather data or GPS data.
Right.
One of the things you talked about yesterday here at the summit was actually healthdata.gov.
Yes.
What is it? What's it going to be?
Yes, healthdata.gov is a new section, a new community on data.gov that will launch in December, and it'll be a one-stop resource and community for everyone interested in health data and how to use it for social good and to create value. So it'll have a consolidated inventory of all federal data sets, not just HHS, but from USDA, EPA, etc., that relate to health that are downloadable and accessible. It'll have an inventory of tools and APIs via which you can actually access this data. It will have a kind of virtual expo of super cool applications, both public and private sector developed applications that use the data to help consumers and patients and healthcare providers and employers and mayors and government officials and communities make better decisions and improve health. It'll have a dedicated online community where everyone who is really into the data and is interested in using the data and talking about the data can chat about it, can form interest groups, can point out issues with the data, can request new data, just online data Lollapalooza. And then another section where we will provide an inventory of other sites that aren't U.S. government sites, but that are also providing data for free, downloadable in machine readable form for use by the ecosystem. So it's really a rallying point, a one-stop resource, online community for the growing open health data ecosystem.
So it's a new domain name, but it's not a new site. Is that the right way to think about it?
It's a new section on data.gov. It's not a brand new site.
So you're not reinventing or creating a new repository?
No. We don't want to reinvent data.gov. We're basically creating a whole new section on data.gov that has all these new features on it, but obviously taking advantage of the data.gov community and everything that's actually been put into data.gov thus far.
What are the most important or most useful things that people have done with health data to date?
Oh, wow. Let me count the ways.
Top 5.
I would say actually one. I love actually this app called Network of Care for Healthy Communities, which is built by a joint venture of Trilogy, a technology company in California, the National Association of Counties, and Berkeley's Healthy Communities Institute, that provides software as a service, a website that any county can set up that gives you, in layperson's terms, a report card on how healthy your community is, connects you to promising practices, things that other communities have done to move the needle on stuff like smoking, connects you to individual resources that I, as a family or a small business or an individual, can actually access to help me with my health issues. It's fantastic. It deployed Sonoma County on June 2nd at our Community Health Data Initiative Expo, hosted by the Institute of Medicine, and now it's being cloned across the country, which is exciting. So I really love that. It's a very actionable community health information and improvement platform that folks can utilize. Another one is what Microsoft Bing has done with our hospital compare data. Right, this is following Tim O'Reilly's principle that if you want data to change behavior, don't make people find it. Right, actually bring data where people already are. So people already use Bing. So as opposed to sort of making people go to our hospital compare website to understand patient satisfaction or quality of a hospital, you can just type in New York Presbyterian Hospital now in Bing, and boom, it pulls up the patient satisfaction rating with that hospital compared to average, which is brilliant. I mean, they probably just 50x'd the use of our hospital compare data. So I mean, I could give 5, but do you want me to?
The top 2 just does it right there.
Okay.
And I mean, to take it in this direction too.
Yeah.
Are there entrepreneurs who are actually doing something to create value from that data, right?
Yeah. So actually, there will, as part of what we'll be talking about going forward on Healthdata Gov and elsewhere, there is an entrepreneur named Jeff Tangney, who is the co-founder of Hippocrates, and is now left Hippocrates, and has built a very cool new app that he'll be debuting soon that actually leverages a bunch of government data in a really interesting and powerful way. He's already got a bunch of beta users, and he wants to grow into a real company. That's just one example, but there are brand new companies that are getting started. There are existing companies who are developing new products or putting new features on those products, and just all kinds of value creation that's beginning to happen, which is really cool to see.